Welcome to my Pokemon collection unboxing video. In this video, I'll take you along as I go through a collection of Pokemon cards that I recently acquired. I'll go through items either individually or as a group and take a look at what's actually in the collection. We'll talk about the condition, quality, and rarity, as well as some other things, and maybe see what the overall value of the collection would be and whether it was a fair price. Okay, getting into this, I've already taken them out of their wrapping. These were set aside, and these were in a binder. But these two stacks, they were wrapped in some kind of wax paper. So let's go through the sleeved cards first. We've got one of these. It's in the small format. Holographic. Seems to be like another game. Maybe it predates or... Oh, okay. So it's 1999. So it's like a... I don't even know. It's like a Pokedex entry card. There's two of them. We've got one for Marowak. And we've got one for Nidoran. Got a couple more Japanese cards here. We've got a Rapidash from the Team Rocket set. This is also a small size. It's the same size as Yu-Gi-Oh! And Card Fight Vanguard and games like those. It seems to be in decent condition. The backs are pretty rough, and I don't know. It's got kind of a weird foiling that I'm not familiar with. Maybe that's just a Japanese foiling. This is definitely weird. So that's a Charmander from base set. It is shadowed, but it's also small format. All in Japanese. I'll be honest, it kind of looks like it's like someone's backyard Photoshop. Maybe it's a fake card. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it as is. Got another one of those same here with Cubone. I don't know, man. It's all in Japanese. Kind of pixelated, so it does really look like an early 2000s Photoshop, but it is foiled, so who knows. This was really cool. This was also in the collection. Really cool, like swirly foil, like oil sheen almost. Sticker. I wouldn't want to try and stick it on anything at this point. I think it's probably pretty old. But moving on to the cards now, we have a foil Ninetales. It's in pretty decent shape. There's a little bit of edge wear and looks like there's a couple scratches on the foiling. But all in all, it's a pretty nice card. We have a holographic Muck. Same deal as with the Ninetales. Ninetales was a base set, but this one's from Fossil. Seems to be authentic and actually a lot nicer edges. There is a Hitmonchan. I think there's just the one there. Feels thick. Hitmonchan foil. That foiling is rough. It's really badly scratched. If I had to guess, I'd say someone probably used one of these top loader sleeves without an internal sleeve. Base set with a shadow. Still pretty decent card. Not terrible condition. I'd say moderately played. There's a Magneton. Holographic from the Fossil set. Honestly, this is one of my favorite holographic cards. They have such a nice art. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lapras from Fossil. Lapras is top 10. Lapras has always been one of my favorite Pokemon overall. The foiling's pretty rough. Centering's okay. A little off center left to right, but it looks like top to bottom it's all right. Edges are rough. I probably wouldn't grade this, but it's definitely worth keeping in a sleeve. We have an Umbreon. I think that's one of the Neo. I think that's Neo Discovery, the symbol there. Not foil or anything. Just seems to be an uncommon or rare card from that set. Going into Snorlax. I love Snorlax. This one's from Jungle. It's a Snorlax. Decent shape edges. Front and back are okay. A little bit of centering on the back. And the front looks okay. Let's see what we got here. Another Snorlax. Kind of the same deal, just more of the same. Mewtwo. Oh, Mewtwo. I had one of these when I was a kid. This is the Black Star promo. Looks a little sun-faded, actually. Centering top to bottom's a little bit off. Oh, centering left to right is definitely off. Fair amount of edge wear, but I think that's pretty decent for a 25-year-old card. This one's from 98. Let's do the top loaders next. We have a Machamp. First edition base set with a Shadow. Pretty decent card there. There is a Vileplume. Not bad. The foiling seems to be in pretty decent shape. The edges are lightly played, I'd say. Yeah, pretty decent. I might get a 7 or 8 out of that. Zapdos, one of my favorite legendary Pokemon. There looks like there's a divot in the foiling and a little bit of scratching all over the card. Otherwise, in pretty decent shape. I'd say another 8 there. Poliwrath. Base set with a Shadow. Not bad. Some scratches all across the card. Mewtwo. Another Mewtwo. Cool. Base set. Hollow. Yeah. Bunch of scratches. Not in great shape, but not in bad shape. Kabutops. Foil from Fossil. Yeah. Nice card. Ditto. Also from Fossil. One of my favorite Pokemon from the original sets. The Ditto episodes were always my favorite as a kid growing up. Lots of fun. Dark Dragonite, another one of my top 10 favorites. The holo foil's a little bit rough from the Team Rocket set, but all in all, I intend to keep that for sure. Got a Last Trainer card. Pretty plain. Another Last Trainer card. Pokemon Breeder. Okay. All 3 trainer cards so far have been from base set. Base set Squirtle in pretty good condition, actually. Not bad overall. Got a Charmander. Also base set. This one's a little bit worse for wear. Definitely got some edge wear that you can see there. Pretty obvious. Bulbasaur, okay. That's not bad. Also base set. We've got the 3 starter Pokemon. All we need now is a Pikachu to complete the set. And we don't have a Pikachu. But we do have a Wizard stamped Kabuto promo from Fossil. So that's not bad. And we have Erika's Dratini from... I'm not familiar with that, but I'm going to say... Gym Leaders Challenge. Neat little card. Decent condition. As with everything in this collection here, it seems to be pretty sun-baked. Everything's a bit worse for wear along the edges. We're going to go a little bit faster now, unless we find something especially cool. Okay. Lots of energies. I'm not going to bother sorting through the energies. Oh. There's a double energy there. Double colorless. We'll take those energies off. Move them to the side. We'll deal with those later. We've got Drowsy, Parasect, Squirtle, Growlithe, Magmar, Oddish, Grimer, Nidorina, Grimer, Oddish. All generally in okay condition. I wouldn't feel bad playing with them. I also probably wouldn't keep too many of these for profit reasons, at least. I think that might be a fake. Keeping an eye out here for base set, specifically base set Shadowless, for obvious reasons. I used to have a pretty decent collection when I was not but a lad. And I feel pretty... Oh, that's a fossil. I hated the art on that. Always hated it. Yeah, I used to have a pretty decent collection as a kid. Pretty sad about where it went. Which is, who knows where. I haven't seen it. So here's hoping I can get it back at some point. I think it might be with my dad. This. Okay. Oh, that is a... This card has been brutalized. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like all racked and crunched. Almost looks like somebody used it for a... I don't even know, doormat. Team Rocket. Yeah, just pretty standard fare for a decent collection. Oh, that's a neat little card. Mysterious Fossil. Not a bad collection, honestly. What do you think, guys? Do you think this was worth paying a little bit of cash for so far? Or do you think that maybe I got scammed or spent money I didn't need to? Let me know in the comments. This was a collection I picked up from somebody here in town. And the cards are, you know, in okay condition, but they're definitely, there's only a couple of cards that are worth much just based on their condition. I would love to come across a one of the original Mew promo cards from the movie. First movie was great. I don't care what you say. It was one of the best movies by far. I had a copy of, I think I had both the Mew and the Mewtwo promo from that movie. Oh, Marowak. That's in rough shape. Wow. So's the card. But yeah, that was bad. I don't know if you guys remember the original show, but Marowak, the whole story behind Cubone is that Cubone is wearing a Marowak skull. There's a Cubone. That's actually in really good condition. Not a bad collection. Pretty decent selection. I think if I really put the effort in, I could probably build this collection up to a complete, obviously not with foils maybe, but a complete collection of base set, maybe. I'd have to go through and have a count. I think there's probably, I don't know, maybe 600 cards here. There's got to be enough for at least half of the base set. Farfetch'd, that was always a fun card. Any of you guys ever play the original Game Boy Color Pokemon TCG? Those bring back some memories. Oh, look at that. Magikarp. Always need one of them. Wartortle. Base set Squirtle. Base 2. Base 2. Base 2. Oh, look at that. A Rocket Dark Charmander. Base set Charmander. Base set. Okay, Staryu. Oh, man. Good memories. But yeah, the show was great. Kind of missed that. I understand they've gone through and re-edited the show and taken a lot of what I used to love out. It's definitely a different experience. Oh, another Bulbasaur. Take that out. Maybe stack the Bulbasaurs and the base Pokemon together. There might be a few cards in here that I want to pull out and, you know, kind of try and do a little bit more to protect. There's nothing really that stands out as being especially in good condition. Oh, Kadabra. Almost done the stack here. Let me know in the comments below if you think this was a decent purchase or not. I'm not on the fence. I know what I think, but I'd like to hear what you guys think. At the very least, it's a decent selection. Oh, look at that. Team Rocket Magnemite. Some of the art from the Team Rocket set was terrible. Some of it was actually a lot of fun. Was that 2 Coughings? Or yeah, it was. Team Rocket and base. That's not bad. Venomoth, Venonat. Yeah, Scyther. Back before Scyther had an evolution. Alright, last chunk of cards here. Oh, Misty Psyduck. Entei. That is a holographic Black Star promo. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to have a look. Moltres. Moltres is my favorite legendary bird from the base set. We got Vaporeon, Flareon. Oh, look at that. A Black Star Mew. There we go. It's not foil, but it's definitely a nice card. Misty's Poliwag. Okay. Dragonite. Save some of the best for last. Dark Vaporeon, Dark Hypno. Oh, back to some trainers. You know, I think there's enough here. A person could reasonably build a functional deck of old base set Raichu, Surges, Spearow, Hitmonlee. Yeah. Old school. I don't know if Pokemon has a format for like super old school cards, but this would be a shoo-in. All right, I just wanted to take a minute at the end of this to kind of address the overall value of the collection. I paid about $300 Canadian to get this collection. I've just done a rough calculation based on TCG Player. There's a little over 340 cards in the collection, with an average value of about $2.10, for a total value of about $700, give or take. I'm sure there are a few cards that are worth less than their values or more than their values based on the condition of the card, just because of their age, honestly. But I think I got out quite well. Overall value being quite a bit higher than what I paid. I could probably turn around and sell these cards for, even if I don't get exactly what the TCG Player value is, I could probably get at least my money out of the collection. Well, that's a wrap on this Pokemon collection unboxing. I hope you enjoyed coming along on this journey with me to find out what amazing treasures were inside my new collection. If you're looking to build your collection, I hope that my experience here has given you some insight into how to go about doing it yourself. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay cozy.